there are some things which I will be mentioning, which will be open to research for you, and those things, you know, those things I must not define them today. I would like you to research and then make up your own, like mostly definitions. So our class will be mostly based on the practical part of music. So first of all, before we go into introduction to music theory, I would like us to know what music is. Can I have in your words, what do you think music is? So that's the first word, music, which I will not define. If you don't define correctly, I will give you opening to go to the internet and find out a good definition of it. So do you have anything? Do you have anything as a good definition for music? So you have to be able to define music. All these definitions, I always give them at the end. They are not too important for our class, but I always give them at the end, like in a small paper or a handout or something, so that I can keep it in your archives. Yeah. So what's your definition of music? Combinations of sounds. Okay. To get harmony. Yeah, I'll use another
that
term.
Is pleasing to the ear.
That's better. Because everything is harmony, but there's wrong harmony and there's correct harmony. Okay, that's music. So since we are dealing with introduction of music, we will really go from behind. I will not be stating the historical part, like who created music, who did that and that. I'm going directly to the musical side. So generally in music, there are three broad ways. Wherever you feel to write, you can write. Yeah, but with time you'll be having some handouts which are all sent to your phones and you photocopy and keep. So there are three broad ways of representing music, and you have the first one is tonic tonic sulfur notation. You have the tonic sulfur notation. The second one you have the staff notation, and then you have Arabic notation. I'm sure you are hearing this for the first time. Maybe I've never seen it. You might have heard of the first and the second. But you take some Motorola phones which have ringtones. When you open inside, you see that written 4E3 that, and it composes a ringtone. Actually, you can type like when we're in say primary school, people used to pay us 100 that compose me baby Jesus my phone, those small Choronco Motorolas. So I already know now that okay, 4E represents maybe do, 5E represents re. So when I go now, I'm just typing and I'll just type a set of numbers now. When you press play, it gives you baby Jesus. So that's Arabic notation, which is already obsolete, is no more in use. So presently we mostly use tonic sulfur notation and staff notation. But our dwelling for this introductory course is the tonic sulfur notation. In the lessons ahead, we can look at the staff notation. And so today we'll be focusing on introduction to tonic sulfur notation. And can you give a definition? Do you have any definition for tonic sulfur notation? No definition. Okay. So music using do re mi fa sol la ti do. That's good try. Good try. It's good. It's more of an interactive class. So if we are actually discussing it, it's not like I'm teaching. So at any point, you have the freedom to say anything. So tonic sulfur notation is a means of representing music using tones, such as tonic sulfur notation is a means of representing music using tones such as do, so you use this to represent music. These tones are called sulfur notes. Okay, I told you right. These tones are called sulfur notes. And can be represented or sounded as follows. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Generally, when you are to sound any tonic sulfur note, you have to use an O-shaped mouth and not a flat mouth to give the original sound of the note. So you have to say do, you say do. That's why this is not re as people always sing it. You say do re mi is do re. So it's O. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. And when you use your O mouth, you'll be able to access the right sound of the note, and then you'll be able to use the right air composition from your stomach to pronounce the note, thereby not stressing up when you are singing. So that's tonic sulfur notation. Is represented using notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So in the beginning, when music was created, we had notes. These were all the notes that formed the sulfur scale. We'll be coming to that. If you hear any term, just when you come to that, the sulfur scale is a scale representing all the notes on the sulfur notation. So, but for now, these are the notes that represent tonic sulfur notation, or that are used to represent music in tonic sulfur notation. So, can I like? Okay. So here we now go to the sulfur scale. Let me see. This unit A, unit B, sulfur scale. The sulfur scale is an arrangement of notes. The sulfur scale is an arrangement of notes in ascending. The sulfur scale is an arrangement of notes in ascending order of tones. The sulfur scale is an arrangement of notes. Note is N-O-T. It's an arrangement of notes in ascending order of tones or descending order of tones. E.g. do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Now we are ascending, we are climbing. That's the meaning of ascending. So in ascending order of tones, you have do, re. Re is higher in tonality than do. Do, re, mi is higher. Mi, fa higher. So higher. La higher. Ti higher. And do higher. So ascending order of tones. O, descending order. So when you are descending, it becomes do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So that's what it's called a sulfur scale. And the scale must not start from do to do. It can start from anywhere. Any let me say any set of notes which are arranged in ascending order or descending order can form a scale. As we go ahead to see different kind of scales like the minor scale, the measure scale, the augmented scale, and all of that, you understand better. So for now, that's the basic sulfur scale. And there are two broad types of sulfur scales. Which, yes.
Now where you are coming on now?
Yes.
You mean why is it that it's because I was thinking that already T is already higher than do. The way we are saying that descending, how does it sound?
This T is not higher than this though, because this is a tone which is higher.
Okay, because that dash that I put up.
Yeah, this one you understand better. The lesson ahead. This one up is not a dash. This one shows that it's already one octave higher.
It means that when you want to take this one down, do you have to be putting it one octave down?
No. Now see, okay, don't worry. Your question will be answered in fact you answered in some minutes ahead. So don't bother. For now, just know that this is the sofa scale, which is do re mi fa sol la ti do. Yes, and then do ti la sol fa mi re do. Every other question about octave marks and the rest, this octave marks will be answered ahead, and then you'll be at peace. Because there's another do which has to do with do one down, right? The one down, the one up, all of them have meaning.
And this one that is lower than this one.
Is lower than this other one. Means that you have gone another octave from do ti la sol fa mi re do, the lower. Yes. So not long I will write an expanded sofa scale with all the octave marks. So so that you better understand how it goes. So for now, that's just the basic definition of the sofa scale. I hope it's okay up today. Okay. So there are two broad types of sofa scale. You have one diatonic scale. There are two broad types of sofa scale. You have the diatonic scale and you have two, the chromatic scale. We have one diatonic scale, two chromatic scale. So I'll wipe up. Okay. So in the beginning, when music was created, you had a set of sounds which musicians represented. You had a set of sounds which musicians represented in a scale called a diatonic scale, and those set of sounds were inscribed on musical instruments like pianos and other instruments. And the first pianos, if you see the first pianos, they have you ever seen a piano before? So let me just draw a rough setting of a piano. Can you check that diagram? Can you tell me what is wrong with that diagram? Have you ever discovered any sequence in the white and the black places?
It's like two white places will have one black.
Okay, normally a piano also have a set of white buttons. You have two black, three black, two black, three black. If you have data in your phone, you can just say overview of piano so that you see it. If not, no problem. So, but generally, this is how a piano is. You know, some also play piano. We have never gone to a piano school, but we are using music theory to play piano. So if you understand your theories, your music theory so well, you automatically play a piano, you play xylophone, you play guitar, you play many other things. So as I'm explaining, I always like to explain all alongside the piano because some people would like to forward or to further their knowledge with instruments. So now, in the beginning, when musicians gathered, they discovered that sounds can be categorized under tones such as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Those tones were called bass notes. Those tones were called bass notes. And those bass notes is what forms the diatonic scale. So the diatonic scale is a group of natural notes. Diatonic scale is a scale containing only natural notes. Or it's a group of you can say if you are written group of natural notes, write in bracket a scale containing only natural notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, ti, la, so. When I talk of natural notes, that's because there are another set of notes which are not mentioned. I'll
And
mention
this natural note are just do, re, mi, fa, sol,
yeah,
la,
it's just
si,
this
do.
note. We call them natural because there's another set of notes which have E and A. We call those ones accidentals. Some of those things are already in the handout when you read, so I don't want to overgive them like notes for you to copy. So the group of a scale representing just the natural notes is called a diatonic scale. Meanwhile, a chromatic scale. Now, how was a chromatic scale created? Later on, those musicians who came up with those musicians who came up with the diatonic scale, or who discovered that music or sounds can be represented, or all sounds fall under the category do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, discovered that there are still some sounds which are not under that category. And they discovered that in between do and re, there is a sound. It's just like you sound something, you hear that. Is it do? You say no, it's higher than do. But is it re? Is no, it's lower than re. So the fact that there's some sound between do and re, it therefore means that there are other sounds in the sound, where it sound spectrum. There are other sounds in between do and re, and so they decided that okay, they should look for the sound with the highest amplitude. Yes, the sound with the highest amplitude. You see between this do and re. Let me just draw something. Between do and re, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's something like this. So before you go to re, mean that there are other smaller sounds in between, mainly like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which are in between do and re. But they look for the one with the highest amplitude and name it D. So that one now covers all the sounds in between do and re. That's why they now created another set of notes which is not more diatonic scale but chromatic scale. So yeah, so you have do, di, re. So now, yes, no, you know it. I call you boss. So so you have the chromatic scale. Now this chromatic scale is a scale representing both the natural notes and the accidentals. Chromatic scale is a scale representing both the natural notes and the accidentals. Like here you have do, di, re, mi, fa, mi, sol, si, la, ti, do. I'll explain how you come out with that. So you have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do for diatonic scale. Then now chromatic scale, you have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Then you have di, re, mi, fa, mi, sol, si, la, mi, si, do. Like and draw.
That's me.
Yes, that's me. So now the chromatic scale,
Then between me and fa.
nothing. Between T and do, nothing. I'll explain that in the next subunit. Then now you also have do, ti, ta, mo, ba, to draw. Yes, it's in that. No, it's in that channel. Yes, I'm drawing so that we can use it now. So this the diatonic scale. Don't do re mi fa sol la ti do. Why is the chromatic scale? Do re mi fa mi so si la li ti do ti ta la sol la fa mi la re la do. Now you can never give that pronunciation correctly unless you are a tonic instrumentalist. Either you are playing an instrument that has to do with tones, not a drummer. Tonic instrumentalists as maybe guitar, xylophone, piano. So I'm giving it correctly because I'm a pianist. There is no MD in the world who can give the right sound of D without pressing it on an instrument, unless you have been an instrumentalist and you have mastered the sound of it. That's why at times your theory power, your vocal power, everything it goes with theory. That's why you come to do voice lesson as start with theory. You come to do this as that because even I'm to teach you.
There's voice lesson.
There's voice lesson. Some people subscribe always to voice lesson.
Okay, to teach how
To
mold and
to arrange your voice as they
Release
put it.
all- Just that I have to make her to be all and
No,
then sing from her
No,
life.
not that's not that. Those are just part of it. There are many things which you teach a vocalist. Like you are training a praise team in a church. Praise team singers, there are many lessons. There are things we call riffs and runs which you have to teach. All of that you use theory to teach it. Those riffs and runs make your singing better. Everybody in the world has a good voice. Now it's the method of using your voice that makes it sound as if you have a bad voice. You have a good voice. At times some people don't want to be themselves. They want to imitate others. That therefore gives them the bad voice. So you need to understand your range as a singer. Know that I fall between this range and this range. And then you work on improving your range, not going to work on another person's range. Yeah, so that's the chromatic scale, the tonic scale, chromatic scale. Those are the two broad types of the sofa, tonic sofa scale. So now,
Okay, go train people that sing solo.
yeah,
So that they sing like
everybody,
they want
not
to
only
fly.
solo, everybody, choir, solo, and all of that. We train choir, we train solo. To sing in a choir, you must first of all know your range. A choir where any member comes and enters and just say they introduce themselves that hey, I sing alto, and they say wow, that's alto. There is a bad choir. If you come new in the choir, the MDs are to have a session with you with the piano. They check your vocal range and then say that okay, you are good for this part. If not, your career will die. But they put you in your real part, you blossom. As the days go by, you get better and better. Some people sing well today, tomorrow they have cracked voices because they are not enjoying the bad part. Or not the part that is not designated for them. Okay, so that's that on the atomic scale and chromatic scale. Now we'll have a subtopic, accidentals.
Maybe once you pronounce this one and calm down.
Yes, it's okay, accidentals. We are there now. Right, the subtopic.
There is something here.
Don't
this
rush, don't rush, yes, accidentals. That's where we are. Our students
This house never they don't know.
This house students who claim that they are dumb, they want to understand the teacher. Okay. Accidentals are notes derived from natural notes. Accidentals are notes derived from natural notes by adding either an E or an A. Either an E or an A.
By adding
Either an E or an A. Okay. When ascending the sofa scale, and E is added. When ascending, the suffer scale and E is added. And when descending, an A is added to derive accidentals. When ascending, the suffer scale and E is added, and when descending, an A is added to derive accidentals. E.g., Do plus E equals to D, Re plus E equals to D, Fa plus A equals to E, Sol plus A equals to Z, Fa plus E equals to D. When you write this, you write ascending. Implying that Do, Re, E, Fa, so ascending, you have Do, D plus E is D, right? Do plus E is D, R plus E is Z, F plus E is Phi, S plus E is Z, N plus E is Li. Are you done with this?
But there's no
There is no,
M plus E.
yeah, there is no N plus E,
No
no T plus E.
T plus E.
Yes.
Why?
We'll explain all of that. No, that's just it. There was no sound. Remember that these other accidentals were discovered. These other accidentals were discovered like extra sounds which exist, which were not on the natural scale. So then they did not notice any sound between me and Fa, and no sound between T and Do. That's why there's nothing in between those two. So that's how it is.
So now we'll be adding about
No, don't add. Here we have added to have the ascending one. So now we'll add
so these accidentals are just this the
yes, when you are ascending.
When you're ascending, when you're coming
When you are
down.
descending, now we have to do the one for descending. So you have Re plus A. So when descending, you have example R. Oh no, start from up. That's C plus A give you Ka. And you have L plus A will give you La. Then you have S plus A will give you M plus K will give you Mo. Yes, R plus A will give you
Why putting the blue?
I'll explain just for now. Descending. So this one is descending. This arrow is supposed to be down.
the difference between natural
between the two.
and
La 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 la. It does a piano and a press you understand the difference. It's like lazy. Because when you're ascending between
why is
so and la, you have so z, you added an e. But when you're descending, you use la. Now let me explain why there's a descending and an ascending. Now you was notice that all of this, most of these things we say in
But
music
in music now,
Yeah.
these two is the same.
is not the same. That's why I said that many choirs do the same. There are some people even the day I came to your choir last, you see I was telling Teno, they were saying do di re, do di re. You know they're saying do ti re, which is wrong. Do di is higher because an e was added to the do. Once you see an e added to the note, know that the one with that e is higher than the original one. So it's do di. But now you see an a added to a note, it means that you are descending. So la la. I don't go la 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 la. I've come down la 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 so la so. I will give exercises for you to understand better.
Why is so and adi baba?
I'll explain all of that. That's why I say wait first. You're a good student. Some people will just sit like mumus. You give la, they copy and go. That's why until you go and even end the class, I say that. I was thinking somebody will ask that why is there a bar when there is no note? We have said that you add A or E to the natural, but there is no note that start with B. So why is there a bar? So I'll explain the reason for this bar. So now, many of let me say almost everything we say in music, there are things that we have derived out of experience because as you go on in music, you derive your own things. Like I've derived a method of vibrato which I've taught to many choirs and is very efficient. Conventional music states that vibrato comes naturally as a result of longevity in singing. But I have a method of vibrato which if I teach anybody la 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 la, whether you have been singing along or not, you know how to vibrate. And I intentionally vibrate when I want to vibrate. So it's not more like a natural something. So everything that happens in music is convention. You know, God created the world and gave so many things. All have not been discovered. When a set of people discover some things, they'll come and sit in a convention and say, okay, this is that. They put it in books and will start reading. All these things we are saying are conventions. So now, conventionally, it was noticed that it is easier to sing a preceding note. Preceding means following, next. Yes, it's easier to sing a preceding note when you are ascending the scale using an E than to use an A. Like I cannot say, for example, if you are singing Do and you want to go to Re, but there's an accidental which you have to use, you will be the one with E since you are ascending, since Re is higher than Do. You not say Di Ra Re. You say you not say Do Ra Re. You say Do Di Re. It's also easier that the proceeding note should have an addage to it, which is that's why it's now an E. When you ascend the scale, it was noticed that
when you're ascending, means you're going up.
we are going up. Re
But
is
now we
higher
are
than Do.
always adding E, where we are adding E, means that we are going up.
Yes, exactly. So if I'm composing a song now and I go and this song I want to say, like for example, I say so so la so fa do so la so fa do re. I will not say so la so fa do ra re because somebody will just join the ra and re to sound the same. Like you're already saying here that la and la are the same. You just say do ra re. So it's better to say do di re so that you will sound in the person's
So we
ear
also
that
put an accidental there.
accidentals beautify music. That's why accidentals were created. There are sounds that are existing. It's my decision that I'm composing. I want to use this sound. So what should I do?
And if you want to use the accidental, when you are ascending, you should use with the one with the E.
Yeah, you
Then
should
when
attach an E to
the
the
way you use the
previous
one
note.
now, okay, means that
Yes.
when you now use now, but the lower note now you add A.
No, I'm coming. When you are ascending, you add an E. Now the idea is this: if you use the E here, somebody who is singing and coming, for example, you can say do. If you come and put ra, ra, re, you'll be a type. Normally, somebody know that sofa scale is do, re, mi. If you have to use the ra, it'll be do, ra, re. It'll be a type. Or somebody might even say do, ra, re. They have used that the sound of me to sing re, which is wrong. But now you use D, if you add an E, it's easier to comprehend that E means that it's a bit higher, but it's not up to re. So in your mind, say you know that it's do, re, dun, 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 do, re, dun, 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 do, di, re, di, do. Now when you're coming down, re, you know what is re, do, re, ra, do, di, re, ra, do. So you use the A only when you are descending. So now I can say do, ti, do, la. I'll not say do, ti, li, la. Because if I want to use li, I automatically sound it as la. Do, ti, li, la. You see? Do, ti. If I say ti, li, the li and the ti will be the same. So I better say do, ti, and then add an A to make the person know that it has to be a bit deeper than the T. Do, ti, da, ti, da, ti, da, la. Which is down. So that's why it's convention. If you use an E, I can still be writing a song and come like that and say do, ra, re. It's still correct. That's where I'm going to the next subtopic, tonal equivalence. Tonal equivalence means that this note and this one are the same thing. Re and D and Ra are the same thing. It's just for convenience in singing. So wherever you use star or re, it doesn't matter. You put it just to make your singing convenient or easily comprehended. But normally it is better. That's why the conventional part will always say that it will be easier to whatever we say is for the majority. It doesn't mean that it work for everybody. So you weigh your situation. There are times we are teaching a song, go and meet ma, and we'll say, change this ma to re. It doesn't mean that we have changed the sound. It's because the set of choristers we are working with at that time shows that they can easily sing by re, maybe by their tribes or origin, maybe bands of tongue, other kind of tongues. You see now that it can be better. Yeah, even Bafu tongue, yeah, all those tongues like affect. So, okay, bad bo. Yeah, so those things actually determine you. The MD, you should be flexible, but no matter how you change notes, you should know the exact sound of the note. That's what matters, because that's what will make the harmony fixed and unchanged. So that is it.
Why the W?
Why the bar? Yeah, okay, yeah, the W. Now this W is giving us the right sound. Like we're saying, as you sing the natural notes with an O mouth. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Now, this one is law. La, law. So we are putting this one to make it sound, to give you the exact sound of this accidental. Because of you all say, do, ti, ta. Now, it's to. Yes. Do, ti, ta, the law. Do, ti, ta, la, law. So. Then you have this one is even the is yeah, S plus A is bar. I'll explain that bar. Me more is not ma. Me more MAW. Raw like raw. That's how we add a W to give the exact
I know it is
sound.
the descending order. Ascending order. How do you pronounce it?
No, it's just that you add an E now.
Yeah, where you put the E now? How do you pronounce it?
Okay, when it's
Z.
ascending, so when it's ascending, you have do, di, re, re.
Uh-huh.
Like me, right? M-E is me,
Uh-huh.
D-E is D, R-E is re.
Okay,
Then
so
the difference only with so, which you change is S to Z. Z. So you have do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, li, ti, do. Up to there is okay. Okay. So now we have next subtopic, tonic equivalence. Notes are said to be in tonic equivalence. Notes are said to be in tonic equivalence if they have different representations. If they have different representations but have the same sound. Notes are said to be in tonic equivalence if they have different representations but have the same sound. Notes are said to be in tonic equivalence if they have different representations but have the same sound.
But
That was a trap. To see if you remember that it's supposed to be bad. Okay. From the chromatic software scale above, we can see that Ra and D fall in the same position. Ma and Re fall in the same position. Fi and Sa fall in the same position. La and Z fall in the same position. Let me put the bar there so that it be at peace. Then Li and Ta fall in the same position. So it therefore means that this implies,
you can use the T in the amount.
yes, D is equivalent to Ra. You can write now this summary.
Re equals to
Re is equivalent to Ra. E is equivalent to Sa in bracket Ba. Z is equivalent to La. And then Li is equivalent to Ta. Li is equivalent to Ta. They say hence. After you say hence, they sound the same. Or you can say hence, they have the same tonality. It's better like that. Hence, no, they sound the same, but they have the same tonality.
You cannot tell me that D is Ra.
These sound the same as Ra. But
So
D
the
and
difference
Ra
is-
are the same.
D Ra.
D and Ra are the same. The thing is that, are you not seeing? This is the piano. White buttons, 2 black, 3 black. It's still white buttons, 2 black, 3 black. We are just putting this now for the sake of the ascending and descending, which was explained earlier. But D and Ra sound the same, since they fall on the same position on the software scale. Re and Ma sound the same, since they fall on the same position on the software scale. Fi and Sa sound the same, since they fall on the same position on the software scale. So that's why we call them tonic equivalent. So after writing this, you write hence they have the same tonality. And now I'll explain the bar now. Hence they have the same tonality. Are we there? Any question? Okay, let me explain about bar. Conventionally, bar is used. Conventionally, bar is used in any progression, right? Conventionally, bar is used when we are in any progression from me. Conventionally, bar is used in any progression from me to B to Z. In events, fee is replaced by bar. In events, fee is replaced by bar. Hence, me bar Z. In events, fee is replaced by bar. Me bar Z. So bar is only used when you are leaving from me going to V to P and to Z, because it's noticed that even whether it's in bars
Where
or
you are
top,
living from?
that's me fizzy. If you are composing a song and going, I want to go and put me fizzy. Don't put it. Put me fizzy. It's convention. It's not like bar has any value or it has any B on the upper scale. It's just because following all the tones, if you take bar, song, bar, food, and the rest, it will be easy to sing bar in the place of that fee than to put the fee there. Many people never sing it. So it was just a conventional arrangement. It's not like it's something too big. That's why I introduced the bar when I was joining the scale. So that we'll know now that bar, sa, and fee are the same thing. I hope we are there. Okay. Now, after seeing all of that, blah 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 on notes and the rest, now there's something we have to do briefly, which is tonality. That's sight singing. Sight singing is very important for every singer, and you must build it every day. You must have at least 5 minutes of sight singing. All of this thing was just to enable us to know the different notations and all of that. But we have to do sight singing now. Let me say for the next 15 minutes, we have to do sight singing. Yes. So sight. So right at subheading, sight singing. Singing at sight. Meaning I just pick a song. Like now, if I go to play piano anywhere and you give me a song that I've never seen, as I put it on the piano, I'm just playing the song and going. That's sight singing. That is same as for MDs. If you bring a new song, any MD who has good sight singing should be able to take it and just start teaching. Just say that, please send me the audio, let me listen and understand the flow in the song. What's flow? Can you not read the song and teach? So this our classroom has almost everything. Okay, anyway, something like this stick, so that I can be pointing things for you to be singing. So today we'll do sight singing on basic note, on natural notes. But at the start of every class, we'll always do sight singing. At the start of every class, it's compulsory. Yes, 5 minutes. So I'll add the sight singing for accidentals on the next class. So to let us do sight singing, so I'll understand what it is all about. Yeah. Oh, yeah, something like that.
How can I do sight singing when I don't know those things that it is half note, pattern note?
No, we are not yet there. Now it's just normal sight singing to be able to identify the sound of a note. We have to do that one. That one is time signature, which we'll do shortly. We can introduce today, but
that's the most
in the next class.
That's
the most difficult one. You know, the thing is that if you know that one, you don't know this one. It's useless. Because now I went to University of Bamenda Choir, they call me to audition the MDs. When I went there, I wrote some songs on the board. I said, okay, sing what I've written on the board. There was an MD who knew how to count the time system, but he did not know to read the notes outside. So he was just singing sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, fa. fa, mi, so. It's like I'm doing rap music. So you are supposed to know the exact sound so that when you are singing, you say so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. That's the rule of this lesson. So we'll finish with this one now. We'll go to that other one now, counting the dots, hyphens, and the rest, and going. That is more practical. Okay, now this is where we are. Just give that. Let me.
Wait, you did not teach this one.
What?
This other octave sound down.
Okay, no, that's it. I'm coming to this is suffer scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol, fa. You are going down. It's like do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol. You want to continue. I'll put out T 2 times. La 2 times. So 2 times. Mean that it is 2 times deeper. This one is what they call the natural. One we drew in that diatonic scale, that natural note. So it's okay. Now you see when you see do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. How many notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Mathematicians call 8-sided figures octagon. So it's from that word octagon that the term octave was derived. So from eight notes, or you say 8 tones form an octagon, or an octave, sorry. So no matter where you start from here to here is an octave. From far to far is an octave. La to la is an octave. That's why you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 octave. So now this is an octave. This is another octave. That's why when we are teaching piano, we don't stress to teach the whole piano. A piano may be 5 octaves. No matter, don't mind the many buttons on the piano, the many keys. It's not cumbersome. Those many keys are these octaves that have been repeated over and over. So you need to learn a piano, you need to just focus and understand everything on one octave. Then you are taking that knowledge and applying on the other octaves. As I somebody is pressing here, pressing, you want to see carry the hand and drop here, is pressing. You start asking that how did the person know that when the hand will go and drop there? The person is seeing the octaves there. So the fact that I'm pressing me, means that if I carry my hand, press the other me, it will still be the same thing. So you are the one I'll say I'm magic. We are not magic. So or no door is difficult to open. You have the exact key of it. You know that this is this that. That's why we have to do this side singing. So you can you must not draw this. Anyway, I'll point any note. I'll give you an original sound. Then end up any note, we'll do it together. We'll do it for some time together before I allow you to be doing it alone. So for now, we'll start from here. We'll rush down. Start from here and rush up before we start. So yeah. Do, ti, la, so. Can we go down? Go. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. We'll go up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now that's on a certain key or tone. We'll do keys after. We'll key notation. Keys in it. Now come to do, ti, go. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re. Okay, start from here, go on. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, fix. Do, ti, go. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now take from this do and go up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Calm down. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so. So you understand now, right? The changes in the notes. Some are deeper. That's why when you're composing songs, You use a set of notes for bass, use a set of notes for alto, use a set of notes for soprano according to the pitch or according to the tone of the note. Okay, so now we'll do side singing, we'll do that one a bit. A bit. And normally after this lesson, we have to go now to time signature, which is that one where you do those dot and all of that. But it's not good to start that one today. It's good to do side singing enough, and then we'll take any day of class. We'll pick only two of those ones, maybe maybe full note, maybe full beat and half beat on one class. The next class will take one quarter. Why I say one class? Because when we take that, we'll take many songs which have those representations and work on it. Like I said, no matter what happens at the end of the lesson, you must be an MD.
Yes.
Yes. Amen. Okay, so we have this. That's that. So if you can identify this, what I say every day is because you build a skill in beats, and at times when we tell people that you should be doing this, do this 5 minutes, you get up, you say, did you have you go to the assignment? Master, I wake up, I wash picking, wash the thing them. By the time I say and at time that don't go, I begin to go market camp. So we just decided, okay, we'll never be giving it as assignment. You can do it as assignment, it's better for you. But we'll be taking part of our class time every day we have a class to make sure that we take like 10 minutes only on this. So now we do this. And there are other forms of side singing. After this, I will put another one, put different ones that will do to build tonality. Because once you have a good tonality, like if I'm playing the piano and you change the key, I'll know. Or you change some people say, what a marvelous God, what a marvelous God, yeah, the marvelous things for me. That's it, I say, awesome God, you are really. It's now a different key. You have good tonality, you don't notice that the key has shifted. And then if you have good tonality, you can change everything that anybody sings around you to super notations. Like if you say, for example, today I'll lift up my voice in praise. In so fast it's so do la ti do ti ti la so. Now a student will ask you that, well, how did you know that it's so do la? Why did you not say do mi re? I say it is wrong because I don't know how to explain it.
Yes,
It's just because the tonality. Yeah, it's when you just say do mi re, it's a type. But you need to do this exercise now tonality to be part of you. You'll be able to know which note to start with. So it's so do la. There you go. What a marvelous God. So fa mi re do. So fa mi re do. When you're able to change every song to notation, that's when you have room for transcription. That's why all these lessons we have arranged in order that beginners do this one. Those that want to do piano are right in class 4 because you have to pass through staff notation in class 2, do transcription in class 3 before you go to piano in class 4. Now you must be able to transcribe sound to notation before you can play it. Because immediately another is so fa mi re do. I go to any piano or xylophone, I'll just begin. But if you go and transcribe it as mi re do ti so mi re do, and then go and play mi re do on the piano, it will not sound the way you were transcribing, which is wrong transcription. So that's why side singing is so important. And whether at what class, even the piano students are doing it 10 minutes at the start of every class. So let's write down. So now our sound for this note is do. Now when I point a note, you have the freedom to delay till you derive the note. At the start, I don't expect you to rush to give wrong sound. If I say, you say do. When I point before you come in, if I do, you say do.
But you give the do now.
Yeah, I'll give the do first. Only the do.
Yeah.
You will now be using the sound of that do to derive the others. For example, if I say, you say do. I say this. You have the right to say do ti la so. Do it in your mind. And if by the sound of that song, it should be correct. But if I say do and I say this, you say so. I can slap. That's where slapping begins because normally you have rushed and you have given a wrong sound. You are not expected to rush. Nobody is pressurizing you. take your time, run down the scale in your mind, and give the right sound. With time, as we are going, you will no more be running down the scale. You will not be taking time again. But say do, so, mi, re, mi, la, so, fa, ti, do, la, ti, do, ti, la, do, mi, so, re, mi, so, ti. No error because I have taken time bit by bit. It's not next year. So with time, that's why I say every day it builds gradually, gradually. Some people always be discouraged because they wonder, no, it should happen lala. It's not lala, it's slowly. Are we there? And that's why I always encourage choristers that when you want to learn music, belong to a choir because it's a means of encouragement. They always say that you want to serve God. Um, if they say you want to serve God, belong to a church because there are times that you will not even have patience to read the Bible, but you go to church and they say that our first lesson is at least you have read the Bible that day. You are in the choir and you don't have time to even sing something, you go there share something, you must sing. That's the tonality. Clap, clap, come along. Let's go. Do. Okay, go. Do. Do. Ti. Do. Ti. Do. Ti. La. So. Ti. Do. Ti. La. Ti. Do. Re. So. So. La. Ti. Do. So. Fa. Mi. So. La. 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 So. La. Fa. Fa is always the many people. That's why we are doing the side singing. We focus on fa a lot. So again, do, fa, do, fa, mi, so. I say the right. As I start mi, go on mi, fa, so. Before you sound the so. Mi, so. Next time do that, I'll slap. Mi. Mi, re, do, mi, so, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, do, fa, do, fa, ti. Start from fa, so, la, ti. Derive it.
You don't know I'm going right from do.
No, not from do. Always leave from the note that you're sounding. Fa to the next one as you pointed. Same as you say fa, and I do this, you have to say fa, so, la, ti. Right. Ti. Yeah. Do, ti, la, mi, la. Start from here. Go up. La. Go up. That is it. Derive slowly. Why are you rushing? La. Mi. Re. Mi. Re. Do. Re. Ti. So. Mi. Sorry, I'm driving now. I'm not making errors, right? Because you thought that you need to rush. That's all. And that's the formula for that one. And I'm wiping it to put the next one. Okay, now we'll do the same side singing we did on the other this thing, the other long scale. This is the same knowledge to apply here. I'll give you the sound of the do while you sing every other thing. So yeah, do. This is it. That point you sing, go.
Do, re, do, mi,
No.
mi,
Start back.
do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, sol, do, la, do, si, do,
Okay, now when I point one, you just sing it, go.
do,
Sing when I point one, you sing the two.
do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, sol, do, la, do, si, do,
Again.
do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, sol, do, la, do, si, do, ti, ti,
Caught you.
do, ti.
And take slowly, rush up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, ti. Means that there was a song that they brought and you see do, ti, you sound wrongly. Go.
Do, ti, do, la, do, sol, do, fa, do, mi, do, re,
Again.
do, re, do, fa, do, mi, do, sol, do, re, do, la,
Do, la.
do, sol, do, fa, do,
Ti.
do,
Do, ti.
do,
La. Do, sol. Do, fa. Do, mi. Do, re. Yeah, that my own vibrato that I make it intentionally.
do,
Okay, now come here. Go. So far, right? So it's do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do. Again. Do, ti.
do, fa, do, mi, do, re,
Hmm?
re,
What?
do, re,
Derive it, take from up and calm down the scale. I say I don't want hurry, I don't want rush and give wrong answer.
re,
Again, derive in your mind.
re,
Mm-mm. Start and calm down. Mhm.
re,
That's it.
re, do,
Again. Mm-hmm. You are saying start from and calm down. That's it. I said derive. Why are you rushing now? If you see any wrong thing here, it will be a problem. You are laughing. Sing wrong thing, you don't have your phone. Till next class, go. Okay, fine. Go. That's why it's right again.
Re, do, re, do. Re,
Let's go sing it.
do, re,
Mm-hmm.
do, mi,
Mm-hmm.
do, fa, do, re, do, 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 ti,
Mm-hmm.
do,
This T is higher than this do. That's it. You say do T is that the T has one down. Do T. Mm-hmm.
do, la, do, so, do, fa, do, fa,
Do fa. It's the
do,
same fa. Say I'm playing with your brain now. That's how songs we play with your brain. Okay, let's start now. We are taking the two. Go.
do,
When you take this, when I
re,
point this, sing this and sing this. I point this. So it's do,
do,
re,
re,
do, ti, do,
do, mi,
do, la, do, fa, do, so, do, so, do, fa, do, la, do, mi, do, ti, do, re, do, 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 do. No, no, I was singing fast for the video. Not that you should
sing
rush.
it.
Yes, we go. I sing
Do,
alone.
re,
Go.
do,
Don't rush. You can do this. Don't sing. Don't sing. Listen, you can do this. Do, re, do, si, do, mi, do, la. Just take time to derive. Do, fa, do, so, do, fa, do, la, do, mi, do, ti, do, re, do, do. Take your time. Shall we? Go.
do, re, do, ti, do, re, do, ti,
Yeah, just sing it through. I'm not sure what to do again. Go.
do, re, do, ti, do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, mi,
Do, mi.
do, mi, do,
That's it. We started do. You come in your mind. Oh, la. Then sound the la. Again, go.
do, mi,
Again.
do, mi,
Again.
do, mi,
This one.
do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, so, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, so, do, do, so,
You just say do so. So the song should still be fresh in your head.
so,
Do so. That way.
so,
No, start from there.
do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, so, do, so,
It's the same song. You cannot say do so.
do, so,
This song is the same.
do, so, do,
No.
so,
Go back. Do, re, go.
do, re, do, ti,
Mm-mm. are wrong. Again.
Do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do.
Listen, don't sing.
So-
Don't listen.
so-
Listen. When you say this, don't sing when I'm singing. Listen. That's why I say listen.
Do, fa,
Don't sing.
do, fa, do, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do, sol.
Are you saying? So the saw is the same. And then you say do saw. And come and say do saw. Why did you change the sound of the saw when this is the same saw? That's what I'm trying to explain. So you start from here, you cross it alone.
Do, re,
Go.
do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol,
Mm.
do, sol,
Start now from do and climb up the sofa scale.
do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Yeah.
do, sol,
Again.
do, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do, fa,
Yeah, sing
do,
it all.
sol, do, sol,
Mm-mm.
do,
You have made error.
sol,
Again, you have made error. Go.
do, fa, do, sol, do, sol,
Mm-mm.
do, sol,
Mm-mm.
do, sol,
Mm-mm.
do, sol,
Mm-hmm.
do, sol,
Mm-hmm. Again.
do, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol,
Again.
do, fa, do, sol, do, sol,
Mm-hmm.
do, fa, do, sol, do, sol, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol,
If you are shaking, you must sing it correctly before I allow you.
do, sol, do, sol, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol, do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol, do, fa, do, sol, do, fa, do, re, do, ti, do, mi, do, la, do, fa, do, sol, do, sol, do, fa, do, la, do, do, la, do, la, do, mi, do, la, do, mi, do, ti, do, ti, do, ti,
Okay. This one.
do, ti,
This one.
do, la, do, la, do, ti,
Mm-mm. You cannot say do la then do
do,
ti.
la, do, ti,
Mm-mm.
do, ti,
Take from do and go up.
do, re, fa, sol, la, ti,
Again.
do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, do, la, do, la, do, ti,
Mm-mm. La and ti are not the same. Go.
do, la, do,
Mm-mm.
do, la, do,
Mhm.
do, la, do,
Mhm.
do, la, do,
Okay, take that across.
do, la, do, mi, do, mi,
Again.
do, la, do, mi, do, do,
No. Don't, you are saying don't lie. You cannot say don't say. Don't rush. That's it. Don't rush. Take your time. I want you to run the scale in your mind. If not, the reason for this lesson will not be met. Again.
do, la, do, mi, do, do, re,
Mm-mm. Calm down.
re,
Yes, yeah.
re, do, re, do,
Mm-mm.
do, re, do, do,
Take from here.
do, re, do, mi, do, la, do, so, fa, do, la, do, mi, do, re, do,
Take that one. And now the next one. As you are doing that, it's building your system. You will not know the effect. It's only after that you discover someday that they can sing anything in a pattern and change it to so fast. E-O cow, E-O cow. I change that to so fast. In the midst of the rice, in the midst of the rice. So do ti la so do ti la so fa mi so re fa mi so re fa mi. You see that? So that's tonality, that's side singing. Let me write another one again. Do. This is the last one. Second to the last one of today. Okay, now this how this one goes, yeah. Do, right? When I point this, you say do. I point this, you do do re. When you come back to the root, say do re do do re do.
do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa,
So fa mi re
do, re, mi, fa,
so fa mi re next one. After I write the next one, you will do the two combined. That's when you finish this one now, you go to the next one. But the bot, till the bot is small, I cannot write on the two. Or I'm trying to write it. Let me just write this one. So that I can fast. Copy that one. Copy that. Because we are going to sing the two together as we sing from there to here.
But how was one even sing without knowing this thing? Come on.
Shall we? Okay, we are here now. Let me drop it a bit. So you also come back to the root, right? You go. Yes, that's good. So we're now going to do the two. That's do re do re mi re do re mi fa mi re do re mi fa sol la mi re do re mi fa sol la sol la mi re do fa sol la ti la sol la mi re do re mi fa sol la ti la sol la mi re do ti do. You understand that?
I should do and just cross.
Yeah, we'll do and cross. Do.
I didn't even listen to the pitch. Do,
Do.
do, do,
Mhm.
do, do, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la,
this class is going to end, and the next class will be continuing on the time system. Please, if you have any proposals to better up our class, then you can please PV me and you send in your proposals. And then I'll be awaiting questions from every person. If you don't have a question, please comment that I understood everything. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.